Look, I know it's been all of 6 hours since Starfield and Redfall have been delayed, and I know that many of you are still upset. But I also know there's a chunk of you out there that want to know what Xbox are saying about these delays, responding to some of the critics, and I've got all that information right here. The specialty on the menu today is doom and gloom. Yes, after the Starfield and Redfall delays, everyone's going crazy, and I get it, but say your piece and get off the toilet. Isn't that a saying in the South? Anyway, hey, today's video is brought to you by you guys, the super thanks comments, everybody that supports the channel. Thank you very much. I'll be reading these off at the end of the video. Today, we're talking about Phil Spencer backhanding some of the haters. No, he's just going over some of the negative stuff that's going on with the delays, his thoughts on the delays, etc. And we may even cover a few other things here. So again, thanks for joining me. If you end up liking the video, hit the like button, tell a buddy or two about the channel, and let's get into it. WindowsCentral.com. Xbox head Phil Spencer responds to the Starfield and Redfall delays. Of course, this all comes after news of Starfield and Redfall being delayed until the first half of 2023. If you want my full thoughts and more information there, check out my last video. The article says, Xbox has had some solid momentum lately, with the division showcasing record revenue on almost a quarterly basis. The article says, with Halo Infinite struggling to find its feet in the service-based shooter world, many Xbox fans were looking forward to Starfield as a beacon of light, if you will, for what is to come, right? The beginning of annual releases, consistent quality games that are coming out at least once every single quarter. And that's just me paraphrasing this, of course. The article says, Xbox boss Phil Spencer took to Twitter to respond to the news. He emphasized that the decision was to ensure that the games would be ready. Phil Spencer also acknowledged the ongoing criticism that Xbox is struggling to deliver consistently. His direct quote is as followed: "These decisions are hard on teams making the games and our fans. While I fully support giving teams time to release these great games when they are ready, we do hear the feedback. Delivering quality and consistency is expected. We will continue to work to better meet those expectations." Look, I think it's awesome that the team knows exactly what we're saying, as we knew they did know, right? We know they watch videos from the community. We know they watch podcasts from the community. I know they watched my video I released yesterday. I talked to an employee over there about that. I mean, it's pretty obvious what the Xbox community wants, and they want those games to be hitting at a consistent clip with, quality in mind. And that's why you really can't complain about this game delay, because there's no such thing as a bad game delay, though it still does suck. Yes, it really does suck. Especially if you were looking at Starfield as that launching pad, that thing, that light at the end of the tunnel as for sparse releases. We're done waiting 9 months at a time, especially with this many studios. And that's kind of the consensus out there, and that's largely what Phil Spencer is responding to. Now, of course, the trolls that make fun of this and make fun of game delays, even though they've had multiple game delays over there on PlayStation, Phil and them, they got all those guys muted. They don't even give a crap what those guys are saying, or they don't even know they exist anymore, really. But the trolling and stuff like that, I'm not really paying attention to that personally. I know that a game delay will enable these guys to bring the best quality product possible. I said it with all the Sony games have been delayed, all the Xbox games have been delayed. Ultimately, there's no such thing as a bad game delay. We want a better product as the consumer. By the way, I'm going to get into some super thanks shout outs. You can find a super thanks button next to the like and dislike button of this video. I am shouting out everybody who leaves one of these comments, and I do appreciate it. Seriously, thank you very much. I'm going to read those. Also, I just wanted to point out, real quick side note in the article that we just kind of went over, Jason Schreier, obviously, of course, trying to act like he knew this the whole time. Man, just give it up, bro. Half the stuff you write is way off. And you just proved that again by going against Warren Buffett on the Activision deal and so many other things. Just give it up. Just give it up. But anyways, on to the super thanks comments. One of my favorite things to do, give shout outs to the people that really support me in what I do. So thank you very much. Shout out to Assassin89 on my last video. Says he's okay with games getting delayed as long as they are not canceled like Scalebound. Shout out to Dark CMF. He says, damn, I finally found this freaking super thanks button. Mystery solved. Yes, again, it is next to the like and dislike button. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to the blue one in my last video that says thank you. Next up, shout out to Reluctant Dodo. Big super thanks. Thank you very much, man. He says, hey, missed this show live, but I was pretty sick. Thanks for the show. As always, I'm listening now. And of course, he's regarding the last RDX podcast, Real Deal Xbox podcast. Check it out. It's up on the channel now. Shout out to Saron Grant. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, sir. Thank you very much, man. He says, thanks for another great show, guys. Of course, regarding RDX podcast on Tuesday. Assassin89 on my video 2 days ago says, Gotham Knights gameplay trailer just dropped. Can't wait. He says, I'm excited. Also excited for the showcase. Can't wait for tonight's RDX. Thank you very much, sir. Shout out to the Gaming Network. He says, another great dealer video. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it more than you know. Psychonauts says, great video. I can't wait to see the Xbox Bethesda showcase this June 12th. Shout out to Psychonauts. I consider him a good friend. Shout out to Ultrawatts in my video 3 days ago. He says, thanks, the Just 2 podcast had me dying. Great video. You're the best dealer. Thank you very much, sir. Shout out to Outbreak Podcast. I actually did an episode with these guys. Awesome people. He says, thanks, dealer. Your videos rock. Thank you very much, Dave. Nanopolymath, big shout out to him, man. He says, the quality editing that blows me away is just rare these days. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for noticing. That makes my day. Xbox Obi, shout out to him, good friend. He says, as a huge fan of xCloud, I can't wait to see a streaming device. And that is regarding one of the topics in my video 3 days ago. Check it out if you missed it. Again, shout out to everybody that I just, shouted out. Thank you for super thanksing. I don't like the name, but I do appreciate the gesture and the fact that you guys do that and stand out in the comments, immortalizing yourselves in videos you may or may not like. Really, I can't say enough. So again, thank you guys so much for what you do. I'd love to know your thoughts on the previous topic, Phil Spencer's response to some of the criticism out there. What have you been playing? Let me know down below. Personally, I've been playing Control Ultimate Edition. I've been playing a lot of Forza Motorsport 7, realizing how amazing that game is. Even still, 5 years later, I am totally ready for a Forza 2022, a brand new motorsport game. It is time. It's been 5 years. Turn 10. Let's knock it out of the park. You need ray tracing while you're racing. That would be ideal. We don't want no replay ray tracing. We don't want no only main lobby ray tracing. We want some ray tracing while we're racing. And there's a reason that just kind of rolls off the tongue, because it's true. It's meant to be. It's meant to happen. So hopefully that's the case. Turn 10. Again, personally, with Starfield and Redfall, yeah, it sucks as a gamer, as I've already talked about. It sucks a lot, but ultimately it does mean a better product, which is really what I care about most. I want that game to be the best it can possibly be, because we've all played those games that have so much potential, but the problem is they just won't let you play them. They're so good and you want to play them, but they just won't let you play them, be that an online issue, a game-breaking bug, a save issue. I mean, there's games that are great that you want to play that you can't play, or that just really hinder their own experience because they are not done, polished products. I would rather this thing come out and be the best that it can be. You've only got one first introduction, one first impression, and I think Bethesda, Xbox, Todd Howard, all these guys are capable of making the best first impression you could possibly make. So this was the point of the delay. I like the transparency here. I like the messaging. I just hate that it happened. But again, guys, let me know your thoughts. I'm Dealer. Hit the like button if you end up enjoying this video, and of course, tell a buddy or two about the channel if they don't know already. Appreciate you. I'm out.